Well, this comes as a shocker to most. The Phoenix Suns have decided to match the Indiana Pacers' offer to restricted free agent Deandre Ayton. The Pacers had offered a 4-year, $133 million max deal to Ayton, who was expected to sign that sheet and head to Indianapolis, assuming Phoenix didn't match. But, immediately after the offer sheet was in and Ayton was on his way to sign that bad boy, the Suns swooped in and said, nah, not so fast. We want our guy back. Now, this comes as a shock to me. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. If you watched my previous video, I was clearly under the impression that the Suns were just going to let Ayton walk. Keep in mind, multiple reports, including Woj from ESPN, says that the Suns never made an offer to Ayton this entire restricted free agent period. They didn't re-up him last year. They could have re-signed him before we even got to this point, probably for around that amount. Ayton and his agent, they consistently said, hey, we believe our guy is a max extension guy. We believe it, we believe it, we believe it. And what I've been saying from the jump is the summer of 2022 is the summer of calling bluffs in NBA free agency. All we see is a lot of bluff calling. For example, the Brooklyn Nets allowed Kyrie Irving to shop himself around and see if he could go out and get himself a major big 5-year deal, or 4-year deal rather. Nobody bit. Now, look, the Suns are letting Deandre Ayton go out and shop himself as a restricted free agent, and somebody bit. The Pacers have worked on a Malcolm Brogdon trade to clear some cap room. They just waived 3 guys earlier in the day. They clear as day believed that Deandre Ayton was about to be their new starting big. As a matter of fact, apparently Ayton had gotten sold on the idea of playing with Tyrese Halliburton. That could have been a nice dynamic duo for years to come. There's a lot of things to like about Ayton and Halliburton. Ayton turns 24 next week. By the way, phenomenal birthday gift. He can't be traded until December, January-ish, and he has the right to veto any trade for the next year. So anybody thinking that the Suns could sign DeAndre Ayton and then put him a part of a Brooklyn Nets Kevin Durant trade, that's not what's happening right now. The Suns are signing DeAndre Ayton to be their starting big at least for 1 season, all right? This is a shocker. I would say Kevin Durant getting traded is obviously the biggest offseason shocker, or demanding a trade is the biggest offseason shocker by a country mile. I would say the Rudy Gobert trade is probably number 2. Somewhere right under both of those, though, at number 3 is the Suns matching this offer from the Pacers, paying that money. Robert Sarver, the owner in Phoenix, notoriously has been relatively cheap with his money. Not only did he give Chris Paul the bag last summer, they just gave Devin Booker the new bag this summer, and also now keep their former number 1 overall pick and DeAndre Ayton. They doing some heavy spending in Phoenix, a team that, keep in mind, they got bounced in the second round of the playoffs pretty much to Luka, and Luka by himself. The last few games of that series were pretty rough. If you are a Phoenix Suns fan, I guess the question mark is, what's going to be different? They pretty much got to run the same team back. They can't really get better. Chris Paul has shown you 2 postseasons in a row that if Giannis goes into his bag, if Luka goes into his bag, he doesn't have an answer. Devin Booker's not too far from it. DeAndre Ayton goes quiet in big-time playoff series, but at least you do have a team that was by far and day the best regular season team. They going to win a lot of games in the regular season. So that, you know, maybe that was enough for that Phoenix team to say, as long as we got Chris Paul as our starting point guard, we're cool with being a great regular season team and a team that has a chance to go out and compete for a championship. The Suns immediately match the Indiana Pacers' 4-year, $133 million max offer sheet to DeAndre Ayton. Oh boy, Suns say we running it back.